Back to work, but Lindsey, my teammates. There they are. They were. Together we formed a team constantly lubricated. And our object, balls. Colored balls. And our line was, we're doing research now to see if we can't come up with another object for him to chase. Hopefully we'll come up with something. Ladies and gentlemen, we are constantly lubricated, and this is our production of The Big Bang. We hope you enjoy it. In the beginning, before time.
No, before that.
Before the beginning, in pre-time.
No, before that.
In a time before pre-time, when time did not exist.
Better.
All matter was formed together. And in the center of it all, one tiny, infinitesimal spot. And around it, all matter did an intricate, delicate ballet. But this was no intricate little spot. For even though it was infinitesimally small, it was also enormously powerful, for it was the center of the universe, a small black hole. And over time, though the universe expanded to all the space that it knew about, and even some spaces it didn't know about, it began to become the slave of the force that was the black hole in the middle. Why, this was a void.
A nothing. A chasm.
A negative.
An abyss.
A zero energy item.
A zilch. Entropy.
Ooh, that was a good one. And in this zero entropy type item, all matter began to scrunch and crunch and collide in an ever-tightening wad of matter. It began shaking.
And quivering.
And quaking.
And shivering.
And oscillating.
And titillating.
And pulsating.
And thrusting.
And throbbing.
And lusting.
I think we're getting a little off topic. Yes, it was the Big Bang! All of this matter, and all that mattered, was there in the universe, and it exists even to this day. Why, a little bit of that matter is still with us today. We're all part of the beginning of time. Why, it's available in the biggest planets and the smallest atoms.
In deserts and in oceans.
In fire and in air.
In you and in me.
In the infinitesimally small.
And the ginormously, humongaliciously big.
That's right. Don't believe us? Well, you should. Let's have a look at the infinitesimally small. On a sun orbits a random planet with a little random moon. And on that planet, a random creature walks unaware. A human, you say? Not necessarily. How humanocentric of you. In the womb of this...
I think it's anthropocentric.
No, it's humanocentric.
No.
In the womb of the...
Gynocentric!
Look, we agreed on humanocentric because that was the one that was right. In the womb! You're wrong! In the womb of the human, fine, walking around this planet is the tiniest of cells. A tiny little egg, all alone. We examine a small sliver of its life in a scene that we call a womb with a view. You like it?
Oh, it's been a long trip down the fallopian tube. And all of a sudden I'm here all alone in the womb. I thought I was going to arrive too late. My sisters kicked me out. Oh, I hope Ginger Boots and Mr. Whiskers will be all right without me. Oh, I'm here all alone, so afraid.
Oh, Sandra, I'm frightfully sorry that I'm late. The traffic in the fallopian tube today is just treacherous.
Oh, you poor thing.
I know. Oh, and of course, I had to deal with Johnny.
Not Johnny. Ooh, avoid him like the plague. He's a virus.
He is, but he's just so damn sexy.
Oh, stop it.
Well, he's got that bad boy thing going on, and I can't help myself. I'm sorry. Nice boy sperm are just not for me. I'm all nice stuff. Wait a second, Sandra, look at you. Isn't your mitochondria perky today?
Well, thank you. I have been trying to get the mucus off.
You're just so slinky.
And my membrane, I think it's a little thinner.
Yes, I think you can be penetrated.
Oh, stop.
Oh, wait. See, I told you it'd be over in a minute. Yeah.
Was that it?
Yeah, it's done. It happens, I don't know, once a week, sometimes, once a month.
Oh.
Yeah, relax. But I did hear last week one of us girls was in the exact same situation, and 10,000 men arrived. These swimmers are like swished her up off her feet and carried her away. She's never been seen since.
Oh, that's frightening. I'm gonna stick
I know. Oh my God, I think. Here you go. You're nice, aren't you?
Oh, hey, is this the place? Is this it? Girls! Hey! Oh, sorry, I'm a little sweaty. I've been running.
It's kind of cute. Go.
Hey,
Yes.
hey, you look kind of nice.
Thank you.
I'm, oh God, they're coming. Look, I'm not usually this forward about things, but, you're kind of cute. I was wondering if you'd like to get with me.
Okay.
Yeah, are you down with that?
I think so.
I've got to hurry. There's a dark corner over there. Do you want to check it out?
Okay.
Oh!
An hour later, in the dark corner.
Oh God, I can't penetrate you!
I'm sorry. I'm just new to this.
I'm under a lot of pressure with maybe if we knew a little bit more about each other before we did this. I'm from a small testes about 1 foot away. I live in it's a small nut but affordable. And my brothers are there, all 3 million of them. They're going to be here in a minute, you can meet them.
Oh my goodness.
Tell me something about you.
Well, there's Mr. Ginger Boots and Mr. Whiskers.
What are those?
My cats.
You have 2 cats?
Yes.
Paramecium?
Yes.
I have 2 cats. Jean-Luc Picard and Mr. Picard. I like the name so much I named both of them that. Oh, you've spread your membrane. even the most insignificant thing can travel through the course of history. Something insignificant like, what about you, like the pimple that's on your behind? Yes, even that has an amazing history, a generation of pimples that have come from the dawn of time, all with little parts of matter in them. What? You don't believe us? Maybe you should see us present Great Pimples in History!
In the beginning, God created Adam and Eve. Like that.
No?
Damn you!
Oh, Adam!
And then, of course, we have evolution, and the very first creature to emerge from the great primordial ooze.
Oh, evolution!
And then, of course, we have the Flintstones.
Hey, Wilma! What's that on your face?
Oh, Fred!
The Holy Roman Empire.
Veni, vidi, vici!
Oh, Julie!
The virile Vikings were not safe for the deployment of the pimples.
Burn, burn, burn! Pillage, pillage, pillage! Rape, rape, rape!
Oh, Leif Erikson!
And even space wasn't safe for the pimple. It went on a great odyssey.
What's that on your face, Dave? Is it a pimple?
Oh, how 2000!
That's right! So as you can see, your pimple will travel on before you and beyond you. All things, it just takes perspective. Why, the smallest thing can have an interesting perspective. You don't believe us? Well, maybe you should see our next little vignette. All about 3 flies on a little log of poop. It's called the Philosophlies. So like I was saying, what I believe is that there's a large magical fly that lives in the air. And he grants us things and keeps us on the good side of being a fly.
Yeah, I don't believe that. That's a load of crap.
What do you mean? Then what do you believe in?
I don't believe in anything. I only live for 24 hours. God, I got a lot to do.
How can you not believe in anything? How can you not believe in anything and still exist?
Why do I have to believe in something? Like, do I have to believe in X equals 8 or something?
No, but there's good and evil. And good is the great fly in the sky, and bad is the large fly swatter on the large sticky pad underneath us.
Yeah, well, that big thing up in the sky also invented the fly swatter.
Of course it did.
Responsible for genocide, essentially, of our entire species.
It was to teach you a lesson.
And then there was the glue strip and that light zippy zappy thing. We think we're flying into the light.
You just need to be more open-minded.
Stop it, you two! You missed the whole point. We're sitting here on this lovely piece of poo and you haven't even had a good look at it. Look at the hair, look at the noodles, and by the way, take a look at this nice big chunky chunk.
What is that, Sandra?
That is a gorgeous golden piece of corn.
No! No!
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
Shove your proboscis into that one, my boy.
What? It's delicious!
That's a treasure.
And you see that even though you may look up into the sky and complain and argue all the time, right under your feet is the gold that you have been waiting for. If we could just find those nuggets together, we could all get along.
Wow, thanks a lot, Sandra. Ooh, look over there. I smell something diuretic. Who wants to join me?
Ooh, maybe it's a platypus.
Yay! Meow. So you see, even the smallest things can have an opinion about the things that you think are most disgusting. Everyone wants to find a connection. Everyone wants to find their mate. Even people you might think are odd. They think they're normal. You don't believe us? Well, why don't you have a look at a little scene that we call 4 boobs, 3 nuts, and 1 big nostril.
Hi. My name is Sandra, and you might notice that I have 1, 2, 3, 4 boobs.
She's on a dating video.
I'm making this dating video because, well, I used to have trouble with finding boys. And in fact, when I was younger, I used to try to camouflage myself, tape it down, and wear turtlenecks. And all I found out was that I was really enhancing everything that I had. They just couldn't leave me alone. You see, men, if they like 2, well, why not 4? It's just double your fun. Because men, they like to look at them, they like to touch them, they like to... So what I'm looking for with my dating video is really I would like to have a cowboy. Because, well, although, you know, urban men are nice, I just can't find the right black dresses to wear uptown at night. So I'm looking for a cowboy, a back-to-nature man who wouldn't mind riding them now and again. So if you're looking for a woman with, yes, 4 boobs, I'm looking for you. I'd like to settle down and have quite a family. So if you're looking for me, it's 444, F 4 boobs for you. 4BF4, 4BFU, 444.
Hi, beautiful. My name is Scott, and I'm hoping that you're going to be meeting me in person later. Obviously, you picked this video because you were attracted to me on some level, and I like to think that I have a lot to offer a woman. I am special, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about that. I want you to know the first thing about me is that I am athletic, so don't worry about that. I train all the time. Actually, I swam in high school and on my university team. Won a lot of medals and awards. I don't want to be, you know, overly cocky about that. It's just, that's true. Like, I believe in doing things. In fact, I was very noted at the time. You may have seen on the resume that was provided with this video that I have several interests and hobbies. Love backgammon, Latin line dancing, if you like that, I'm your man. Also, you may have noticed under hobbies, I have a large third left nut. I love it. It's been a boon to me all my life, a blessing. In fact, when I used to swim, it would decrease the drag under my body as I pulled through the water, making sure that I could pump my legs harder. And there's a funny story about that. My friend on the swim team, Charlie, he said, Scott, man, that's a beautiful third nut you have. It's huge and it's beautiful. You should celebrate. Don't hide it away in a pair of Speedos. Listen, you guys, do you mind if I show it to you? Yeah, just give me 1 second. I'm not going to show you everything because that would be gross. I just want to show you it. And there it is. You're not, it's just the ball. Now, some of you watching this at home right now are thinking, is that a Fabergé egg pattern on that? And the answer is yes. My friend Charlie convinced me that that was the proper tattoo. He helped me shave it and he helped me pattern it. And in case you're wondering, I am a Leo. That is periodont around the circumference. So if you would like a jewel in your life and a jeweled life, just remember to call Scott, the man with the jeweled nut in his pants. Thank you.
Hello. My name is Lindsey, Big Nostril Bell, which is, I guess, pretty obvious. And I'm making this video hopefully to boost my confidence and find someone to spend the rest of my life with. So I'm a little nervous. So you might be wondering about this big nostril that I have. It's actually kind of a funny story if you want to hear it. It's kind of intriguing and also has a dangerous side to it. When I was in grade 8 and was dating a boy, and well, we were kind of like close at the time, and well, I sneezed, and I think it was registered at a gale 4 force wind, and yeah, well, I kind of blew his head off. And well, they didn't charge me or anything, but they did put me into therapy. I had to go into sneeze therapy to control my sneezes because it's quite explosive when they happen. And I also have to sometimes put a screen on the bottom of the nostril because my inhalations can be so powerful. Sometimes I suck things up. that I don't want to suck up. So I'm here because I also want to tell any man out there that might be interested in me. I just want to let you know that this large nostril here is my 26th erogenous zone. Yes, 26. So, if you want to experience pleasure while pleasing me, I'm sure perhaps we could get together and work something out. So, my phone number is nostril. So I think that's 667-8745.
Are you a believer yet? Well, maybe you're not convinced. All matter is connected, all connections can be made, and we've shown you many in the material world. But what about the immaterial world, the world of fiction? That's right, matter can become energy, energy can become thought. Thought is then transferred into art and paper. And it too has the connective materials of the beginning of time. You don't believe us? Welcome to the stage, J.K. Rowling. Introducing the next chapter of her latest book, Harry Potter and the Curse of the Golden Snatch.
You probably have read some of my earlier books. Most people have. In fact, most people have read all of my earlier books. But what you didn't know is that there was a chapter left out of one of the earlier ones. We all know at the end of the 7th book that Harry ends up with Ginny. Well, we all really wanted Harry to end up with Hermione. And in my lost chapter, in fact, there was a moment. So we start this chapter with Harry and Hermione in the library of Hogwarts.
They're all asleep. They're all asleep. Hermione!
Hi, Harry.
You've survived the great sleeping curse. All of our friends and all the fellow wizards are asleep, and yet you and I are the only ones alone in this large castle with many bedrooms.
Yes. Just you and me, Harry.
As you know, we'll have to face Voldemort later.
Yes.
It could be up for us, and he's made a castle out of Azkaban and
Yes.
made it his seat of...
I was studying that as you instructed.
Yes, I
me
wanted you to find a way at Azkaban that we could negotiate the labyrinth.
Yes.
Did you research it?
I did.
Good.
I found this other section in the library.
Another section in the library.
Yes, it was behind a beautiful tapestry. And all these books.
Different books?
Different books, yes. Written by the great wizard, Harlequin Romancio.
Were they magical of some? Could they have some use?
Yes, very useful. There was one volume actually that was rather intriguing. It was called In Search of the Golden Snatch. And there was this very...
Was there a note that may help us?
Well, there was a word.
Time awaits, Hermione.
The word was clitoris.
Clitoris. Clitoris. Is it like a unicorn? May we touch it and make wishes upon it?
Oh, yeah.
Will we have to search through a magical forest, deep into it, to find it?
Yes.
Will it lead us to great adventures?
Yes. Better than normal helpless dreams. Will take us to new places.
Well, as you know, if it's difficult to find, I have often searched a great field for the tiniest little golden snitch, and I've grabbed it, I've reached out and used my hand. May I use my hand to find the clitoris?
Yes, I think you must.
We will then.
And other things, perhaps.
Yes, yes, Hermione. Come, we must travel Voldemort await.
Yes.
The second part of the chapter finds Hermione and Harry on the coast of England, looking out towards the island where Azkaban awaits them.
Hermione, we've arrived at the coast of England where Voldemort awaits us.
Yes, here we are.
I don't remember you quite enjoying riding my broom so much. I know there was a lot of turbulence on the way over. I'm sorry for that, Hermione.
No, I enjoyed the second circle.
You kept asking us to circle and circle. I didn't know. Were you trying to look for something?
I wasn't finished yet.
It was getting rougher.
I was, yes.
Now that we've landed, look upon it. Look upon it in its large greatness. Have you ever seen such a large thing thrust up in front of you like that before, Hermione?
Yes, perhaps once.
Follow me. I'm in the middle of the ocean.
Yes.
I have a plan, Hermione.
Okay, yes.
I am going to magically grab my wand.
Your wand?
Yes, and I'm going to shake it in front of you.
Okay.
I'm going to shake my wand, and I will make a magic upon you and me, and I will teleport myself over there. But while I'm shaking my wand, I will need you to do something for me.
What? Yes.
Take my shaft.
Okay.
You're handling that very well, Hermione. Remember, it's a broomstick like any other boy's.
Oh, it's not like anybody else.
Certainly, it's like everyone else's on this mission.
No.
Mine is not special. It's the same broom as everyone has.
Oh, it's different.
It's made of mahogany.
It's so much harder. And it's a nimbus.
It's wood. It's my magical wood. Anyway, listen, here's the idea. I've brought some bludger balls with me.
Yes.
While I'm actually magically myself over there, I need you to grab my shaft and hop upon it. And then I'm going to release my balls. And they're going to fly through the air and hit things while they're up there. Protect you from the large sucking ghost. The sucking sound will be tremendous, so try to ignore it. So, while you're grabbing my shaft, make sure that my balls don't hit you in the face while I'm teleporting and holding my magical wooden rod. I need you to focus here, Hermione. Are you ready? Let's go into this together, then.
We then meet Harry and Hermione at the gates of Azkaban.
Here we are, Hermione.
Yes.
The large gate of Azkaban, as was foreseen.
Yes.
There comes a time when I must tell you something that I saw in the prophecy. I believe that we will die within these walls.
No.
Yes.
No, say it isn't so.
We will die. We must sacrifice ourselves for the others. It's the only way.
No, we cannot.
Why must we not?
It's the Virginitis curse.
The Virginitis curse!
Yes.
Have we been cursed with a Virgin? Was it that little elf?
Yes, it
I can't remember his name.
Toby.
Damn him!
Toby.
Toby cursed us.
Yes.
Can we protect ourselves against Virginitis before we face Voldemort? I don't want to
The
die.
Virginitis curse is, you cannot die if you are.
I will use my Patronus!
No,
My Patronus shall help
No,
me!
that won't work. That won't work. You
It
have
will
to
not
use-
protect me?
No, you have to use the Trojan Protectus.
Trojanus Protectus!
Yes,
I don't know
exactly.
this. Maybe I don't read my books as much as you do.
No, you always skip over page 77.
Please tell me of the Trojanus Projectoritis. I'm not even getting the words right, Hermione. You're very excited. This is death.
I know, I'm sorry.
What do we do? What do we do?
Well, here, you have to take this, okay? And then that will...
It's 6 inches long,
I
Hermione.
know.
I don't understand. I'm used to handling hard things. What is this?
I know, it's a bit...
It's not enough for both of us.
No, but the thing is, if you are protected, then I'm protected.
Well, what do I do? Must I make the chant? Do I put it over my head?
Oh, sure, yes, indeed. No, we must take everything off. We must disrobe to shed all our inhibitions.
We must disrobe. Why must we disrobe?
Because we have to shed our inhibitions in order to protect us from the curse.
The Virginiatis curse?
Yes!
Very well, I guess.
And the end of the chapter finds Hermione and Harry having done the magical romp-tee-tom. And Hermione does let Harry know that he is, in fact, the boy who lived, although Ron is the boy who lived. If you would like to know more about Harry and Hermione's romp-tee-tom, you'll have to buy the next book.
Convinced yet? No. Things will continue, whether you like it or not, whether you laugh or not, things will go on, and history will go on. On and on and on. The natural evolution of this sexual escapade is that women will eventually outstrip men. They'll no longer have a need for us. Man will be reduced to simply sitting. However, the female species, being courageous and empathetic, will not kill the man, but they must figure out something to do with him.
We are now at the Amazonian Research Service, where we are trying to find something to attract the male's attention other than the female boobies. You see, we have evolved far beyond the male of the species.
Oh, we
have evolved far beyond the male of the species, and we have been researching a way to attract something that we can search for.
Booby!
We have been researching in order to discover another object that he can do.
And hopefully we will come up with Our first hypothesis is that if we can find another object to
lure him away from the boobies, we should be able to make some progress with him.
Our first object was cheese. Cheddar.
Orange boobies.
Brie.
Swiss boobies. Belgian boobies. Unknown boobies.
Polka.
Indian boobies.
Goat.
Boobies.
I really don't think the cheese is working at the moment. We'll have to go to plan B, and plan B is fruit. Will fruit lure him away? Strawberries.
CD boobies.
Blueberry.
Tiny little boobies.
Oranges.
Florida boobies.
Passion
Passion boobies.
This is obviously not working. The fruit is not working. The cheese is not working. We're left with one option. Sports balls. Golf.
Four boobies.
Baseball.
Hundred boobies.
Soccer.
Cricket.
Snuffy old English boobies.
Tiddlywinks.
Tiki. Tiki. Booby.
He seems to like the tiddlywinks.
Tiki wink.
Ginip-ginop.
Finally! He seems to be occupied with something other than our boobies, and we can get on with the real work of the world, saving electricity, and finding cures, making great art, and watching what we want to on the television. And of course, eating chocolate. Lots and lots and lots of chocolate, lots wearing chocolate.
And that's it? When you evolve, that's it? A list of trite accomplishments? That's what you do with the ultimate female evolution? Disappointing. But it really doesn't matter. Because no matter how evolved you become, no matter how advanced you go, no matter what part of the universe you're in, it will all come back to the center of the universe. A large sucking hole. Sucking everything that evolved, everything that was unique, everything that was different and individual and special down into one tiny little ball until we go to the next Big Bang! Thank you, Elder. We are constantly lubricated. Thank you very much. Take some time to refresh your drink. Next up is Nicole Slip's group, the Deranged Unicorns. The Unicorn Brigade. They were going to be on stage in about 5 to 6 minutes. Get a fresh drink and please join us back in the room. Thank you very much.
One second, let's get that.